Hello. Welcome to my first video in what seems like forever. I am finally back to making some videos and I wanted to try out these new pens. I have never tried Copics before and I got these for my birthday about a month ago. I kind of had always bought the cheap markers and they're still good, but I tried these in the store and I do understand the difference now, and it sucks because Copics are expensive, but they are really good. So thought I'd try them out first with a little tiny set. I think this is the manga set, but the colours in it are really nice. And then I have some smooth Bristol marker paper to use them with. So I just wanted to swatch them first so you get an idea of the colours. It's quite a nice colour palette really. It's quite springy, I guess. And it also came with this multi-liner. I have tons of these types of pens anyway, but this was quite nice. It was very buttery, so I didn't mind it. Anyway, so here's me doing the line work. I'd already sketched something out and I did record this, but it kind of the file went a bit funny and it was slow and really boring. But yeah, basically it's the lighting, so you couldn't really see my sketch. So it kind of just looked like a lot of me drawing and nothing appearing, but I wanted to try and incorporate all the colours, which was actually harder than I thought because I didn't want to draw a person like on the box. So I came up with this idea of a milk carton that is a little store selling, I don't know, glasses of milk. And it has my little bear character in the middle, the polar bear version. I should really sit down and give all of my little mascots names because I have quite a few now. I have a frog, a brown bear and a polar bear. And I think something else as well, but anyway. So he's in there. The multi-line is really nice. Like I said earlier, it's really buttery and comfortable, and I'd never tried one before and I really like it, so probably use it again. And it was really smooth too, so enjoy the rest of the line work. Hey, I'm back. So here's me using the pens. They're really good. It's not really a lot to say, I'll be honest. I really like them. I would recommend trying them if you haven't before. I think it's the brush tip that I think really sets them apart because it's really flexible and nice to blend. Like, these colours are really quite far away from each other and I still got them to blend in a nice enough way. I'm probably doing something wrong, I'll be honest, but I'm new to this, so give me a chance. But if anyone has any Copic marker tips, please let me know. I'm hoping to maybe get some more at some point, but yeah, I really like them. And then I went in with this blue and went outside of the lines quite a lot. Which is okay, can't really tell too much, but it is quite a fine nib. But what I found is that although these don't bleed as much as other pens, and the paper definitely helped, it still did a little bit, and I found it did it when I went over the top of the pen. So one layer was fine, but when I got to 2 and 3 it did start to bleed a little bit more beyond my lines, which is okay, but I think definitely something to keep in mind. So I think they're very layerable, but I think they're better to layer with another colour on top. So if you were going to do a darker gradient, but I think layering with the same colour to get a darker one, like what I'm doing here, was not a good idea, but that's what this piece was for. Good to test. I do really like this blue. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called Sky. It's such a nice blue. I just love it. Same with the yellow as well. It's a really nice spring yellow. So I really enjoyed using this set. If you've used these markers before, what kind of things do you like to draw? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know what you make with these. I know a lot of comic artists use them, and I do have some comic covers that I'd like to draw on, but you can't really use many different types of mediums, so I think it's good for me to learn how to use markers properly, and then I can finally do it. So I laid it up here, and it did get darker, but yeah, it really started to bleed through. You can kind of see it a little bit. It gets a bit fuzzy, and I try and fix it and make it worse, but I think it looks okay. So coming up to the final parts now, and I thought because I only have these 5 colours, I didn't think there was enough depth, so I got out my colour pencils and I got out like 1 shade darker of the colours I already had, and these went on top really nicely. They were really smooth on top of the marker compared to using them with other materials. I think some of that was helped by the paper, but you can kind of get a really nice smooth texture that I wouldn't have really gotten if I used watercolour paper, which is what I normally use. But definitely recommend layering with colour pencils. I think this really was a good final touch, because this isn't my most amazing piece of artwork ever. I think it was a lot of fun, and I think that's all that matters sometimes. And to be honest, I was in one of those moods where I didn't want to think too hard. I just wanted to make something cute and fun and something very much in my wheelhouse, which I did. So it all worked out for the best, but I think I don't know, I don't think it looks amazing, but I think it was a great practice piece, so I could learn how to use these new pens. But yeah, I think adding the colour pencil definitely made it a lot better. I'm actually thinking that if I maybe scan this in and make a digital version of it, I think it would make a really cute sticker. I kind of want it as a sticker, most I think just for myself, but we'll see how it looks. But I think it'd be cute to do a few different versions, like a little strawberry milk hut with a different bear in there. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking too far, but yeah, I think it works as a cute sticker, so I think we've gotten something out of this. But I really do like these pens, and I definitely would use them again. I think something I noticed was that, yeah, I think the layering was the main thing that I maybe didn't like so much. I guess you just have to think a little bit more and be a little bit more careful. And I didn't use the chisel tip. So they have two sides, there's the brush tip and the chisel. I think I prefer a brush tip anyway, but I just couldn't see anywhere where it would be useful for me. And that's fine, but I think on these pens I'd prefer a brush tip, and then for the other side to be a smaller tip, so that I can get in smaller detailed areas a little bit better. I think next time I use these I'll probably do a bigger piece, because this is A5, so I think A4 would be better, and I think that would stop some of the bleeding as well. But all in all, I think they were very nice, and it was nice to do something just comfortable and easy and, I guess, relaxing. You know, when you just sit down and draw and you don't think about it too hard. I think that's what I really needed. I actually saw someone at a con recently sit down and do that. They just got out a sketchbook and drew, and I was like, oh, you know what? I've not done that in such a long time, so I think I needed this. And it's really nice to be back making YouTube videos again. I'm aiming to make 2 a month because I recently launched my Patreon again, so I'm making lots of content in lots of different places. I'm hoping that making some YouTube videos will be a nice little extra thing. So yeah, see me on, I'm thinking Wednesdays or Thursdays for uploads every 2 weeks, but I'm glad to be back. Let me know what you think of these pens, if you use them, and if you liked this little milk shop seller. Yeah, but thank you so much for watching. Please check me out on other platforms. I have Patreon, Instagram, and I have a shop, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye.